Coach Pierre here. Want to do another Coaches Talk. Before I get this started, I just want to get an opportunity to get something off my chest. As of right now, this has been a really fun time for me, and my plan is to do something like this at least 3 times a week. Either a short talk or a quick discussion about either something I've written or something I've seen. And if you're watching out there, I just want to say thank you. Don't forget to like and subscribe. So let's get this topic started. So today's topic is Bryce Young. And before I get started, I just want everyone to understand that I don't hate Bryce Young. I don't want him to fail, and I'm not rooting against the Panthers. I never will do that. I just want to win because winning is fun. When you watch your team win, it's a fun experience. Winning at the end of the day is why we watch. But being a fan, I also need to be honest. And so I'm going to set this setup. Bryce Young is 24 years old. In this season, he's shown some real growth. Passed for 400 yards, led multiple game-winning drives, has been able to make different throws throughout the season and taking a chance with the deep ball, which I really appreciate the offense and Dave Canal setting this up this year. And with the functional off roster around him, in actual protection, in an improved running game, he's been a reason why the Panthers have had success this season. And that matters. It's important. And I'm giving him credit. This team is competing week in and week out. Beside against lately the Niners and the Bills, they've been relatively competing in a strong contender, and that's why they are in the playoff race. That's why they have a chance to win the division. But here's the uncomfortable truth. I think we see Bryce Young at his ceiling. He's either at his ceiling or he's about to hit there. And what I mean by that is he's never going to be just an awful quarterback. He has shown me that he can play quarterback consistent. He can play quarterback, but the issue is his consistency. It doesn't mean that he can't win games. It doesn't mean that he can't even be efficient, smart, or poised in situations. But in football, especially in the NFL, it's a league about the margins, about the little things, about what makes someone good to great and great to all-timer. And Bryce Young's margins are just thinner than other quarterbacks. First of all, I'm going to start off with his height and his size. At 5'10", he and Kyler Murray are the two shortest quarterbacks in the NFL, starting quarterbacks in the NFL. And Kyler Murray, you ask any Cardinals fan, they will tell you that he has reached the ceiling. And Kyler Murray is a much better athlete than Bryce Young is. Stronger, better arm, thicker, faster. Bryce Young doesn't have the traits that Kyler Murray has. And he's already reached his ceiling. LaShawn McCoy said several times that Kyler Murray plays high school ball, where he's able to run around and make an athletic play. He doesn't play in rhythm. To Bryce's credit, he plays in rhythm when he can. But something Cosell has said when talking about quarterbacks is the smaller the quarterback, the less margin for error that they have. And at 5'10", I think we've reached the level to where that margin is almost becoming, it will never allow him to be the consistent thrower that he feels as though he should be and the Panthers want him to be. There's a reason why at 5'9", Doug Fleet was consistently floated around the league during his time in the NFL. He was able to make consistent plays. He was able to either win games and have a chance to enter the playoffs and had multiple spectacular moments. But no team could ever really count on him as a NFL quarterback because of his height. And that's the unfortunate truth where I see Bryce Young. Those passing lanes, he consistently still has to drop back deeper and deeper multiple times a game. His passes are batted. He can't see over the big lineman in front of him. And that's just going to be a thing that happens. Now, The outlier will always be Drew Brees. At 6 feet tall, Drew Brees is an all-time quarterback who was able to throw for 5,000 yards consistently multiple years. He's the outlier. And we don't play the game because of outliers. Unless someone is an outlier, and maybe Bryce Young can be someday. But as of right now, I do not see Bryce being an outlier. I don't see him having the accuracy of Drew Brees, the field awareness of Drew Brees, the ability to manipulate the pocket like Drew Brees has. And that's an NFL Hall of Famer. As of right now, that's the biggest thing where I see, and it's not an insult to Bryce. It really isn't. I want him to succeed, but I think no matter what happens in his future, he is where he's going to be. Show moments to where you love him, but then other weeks, just the inconsistency will kill you. And as a fan, it's important to me because it just means that no matter how high we get, for us to win a Super Bowl, it's going to have to take quite a few things to happen for us to do that. Almost a magic carpet ride of events. Not something that is improbable, but highly unlikely. And I want this team to win. At the end of the day, I am a fan of the Carolina Panthers. I want them to win. And win, and win, and win. And with Bryce, I just think no matter what happens, there's just going to have to be a lot of things that happen. The other thing I'm noticing is there's quite a few of the fandom is wanting to immediately give Bryce Young a contract extension if they make the playoffs. And I've said this in the previous video, slow your roll on that. Right now, we need to treat Bryce Young like a bridge quarterback. He's done a lot of good things. He's shown a lot of potential. He has shown that he can be a guy that we want him here, and players love and respect him. But Bryce is a reason why the Panthers have won and had success this year. He's not the reason. He's not a quarterback who you can put the weight of the franchise on his shoulders and say, hey, go carry us. Into his defense, not many quarterbacks are able to do that, especially young ones. That's what makes the young ones great. And even if you feel as though, hey, we have to have certain things in place for him, but once he is, we can go into success. How much do you think you're going to have to pay him? Bryce Young would be crazy to take a pay cut. Crazy. So now that's removing pieces from the roster. That's having more and more on his plate, which is the thing you don't want. And so you're almost asking him to do more with less, which was a problem already in Carolina before the season. So as of right now, we don't know what we have for the long-term future. But for right now, this moment, he's the right guy because we just got to have momentum and stability. The Panthers for so long have been down, and now we're on the rise. So let's stay on the rise and keep the track going. I would love for him to be an Alex Smith type player where he stabilizes us, we win some divisions, and then if we in the future can upgrade to a superstar quarterback, we do that in a heartbeat. I would also love for him to be Drew Brees, that one day everything clicks for him and he just 5,000 yards, 4,500 yards, over and over and over, MVP votes, future Hall of Famer. That would be fantastic to me. I have no problem retracting this video or making an apology. I'm a fan. At the end of the day, I am a fan who wants to see his team win, and a fan who is trying to just provide his perspective on a quarterback that, as of right now, I don't trust for our long-term future. And I like the guy. I do. Again, I want this to work. I want Bryce to prove me wrong. And I'm never going to go against my team. If he's my quarterback for my team for however long he is, he will always have my support. But I'm just a fan and a coach who's seen some things and who just wants to put his voice out there. Because no matter what happens, even if I'm right or wrong, I'm a Panthers fan. I just think that no matter if we continue to keep doing, I just want us to be stable. And I think that's the end of the day. As a fan, I want this organization to be stable. It sucks watching us lose. It sucks. And I'm okay being patient with him if there's a clear plan. And it seems as though there is. And I'm not, this video isn't fire alarm, everything's on fire. No. It's just saying, hey, let's lower brakes on this contract talk. Let's praise Bryce for what he's doing, and then let's see how this season ends. Thank you so much. Hope you enjoyed this episode. Have a wonderful day.